Today we will be discussing about animal kingdom. There are about 1.2 million animal species which show a great diversity of life. These animals differ from one another. All the organisms coming under kingdom Animalia are eukaryotic, multicellular and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Their cells do not have cell wall. Cell wall is present only in plant cell. In animal cell wall is absent. Most of the animals are mobile in condition. That means they can perform locomotion. They can move from one place to another. This kingdom Animalia is again categorized into different phyla. Organisms are classified based on germ layer, body cavity and body symmetry. Organisms are classified based on germ layer, body cavity and body symmetry. This picture is explaining about germ layer. These are the layers of cells formed during embryo development. You all know that we have developed from unicellular zygote. This zygote will divide and redivide to form tissue. And this tissue will form as a layers in our body. And our organs will be fixed in these layers. Based on the layers, animals are classified into two groups, diploblastic and triploblastic. This is the definition for diploblastic. Diploblastic means an animal possessing two major tissue layers. And in between these two major tissue layer, there will be organs embedded. The next is triploblastic. Triploblastic means there are three layers. In between these three layers, organs are present. Second character is body cavity or coelom. Basically, cavity is the hollow space in which organs are present. Based on this cavity, there are three types of animals: acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomate. Acoelomate means body cavity is completely absent. There is no space for the organs to fix. And pseudocoelomate means pseudo means false. So pseudocoelomate means false coelomate. There is no body cavity. Sometimes we will be confused by seeing the organism. There will be body cavity, but in body cavity will be absent. And coelomate means there will be a true body cavity for the organs to fix. In this chapter, more new terms are introduced. So children, you need to work hard to by heart these words. Better you please write and practice this. See over here, we can just revise what we have studied. We studied about two characters which is used to divide kingdom Animalia. The organism belongs to kingdom Animalia into different phyla. And here the middle picture is telling about germ layer. The first character is germ layer. Here these three examples are coming under triploblastic organism. That means animals having three layers. So you look here, three different colors are given. The blue color, red and yellow. Blue is the outer layer, red color is the middle layer and yellow color is the inner layer. Like this, three different layers are present. So these three organisms are coming under triploblastic and organs are fixed in this layer. And come to the first column. Here the first example is flatworm. So we can discuss the second character, that is body cavity or coelom. The first example, flatworm. This flatworm is a parasite which is living in our intestine. This flatworm is not having hole. That means the body cavity is totally absent. Acoelomate, that means body cavity is absent. this middle picture you can see the white color represent the coelom or body cavity, the hollow space. So here in the first picture that white color is absent, that means hollow space is absent. So that is coming under acoelomate. The second example annelid is a worm, and that worm is having a hole like thing. You can see white color is present, hollow space is present. So that is coming under coelomate. A true body cavity is present. Coelom is present. And the last one is pseudocoelomate. Pseudo means false. Coelomate means body cavity. So here by looking the picture we will be thinking yes, white color is present. So there will be space. But actually it is not a true body cavity. That space is filled by fluid. So actually space is not there. So that is coming under pseudocoelomate. I think you all are clear about today's two characters, which is dividing the kingdom Animalia into different phyla. These terms we will be going to use in the examples, different phyla. So you need to clear about this. Third character is body symmetry. Symmetry is the division of body parts into two equal halves. There are three types of symmetry: asymmetrical, radial symmetry, and bilateral symmetry. Asymmetrical means body cannot be divided into two equal halves. Radial symmetry means any vertical plane passing through the central axis will divide the body into two equal halves. Bilateral symmetry means only one plane can divide the body into two equal halves. This porifera is an aquatic animal which is present at the base of the water. And this animal body cannot be divided into two equal halves. So this is coming under asymmetrical. If we cut this particular picture of the dog into half, each of the half which will contain equal features like one eye, one ear, half of the nose. So this type of symmetry is called bilateral symmetry. Body is divided into two equal halves in only one plane. Look at this flower. Any vertical plane passing through the central axis will divide the body into two equal halves. So this flower is coming under radial symmetry. Here these two examples are for radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. The starfish is coming under radial symmetry and this housefly is coming under bilateral symmetry. Next character is level of organization, which is used to classify the animals into different phyla. Look at this picture. This animal is present in the water and this animal is made up of only few cells. So we can tell that it is cellular level of organization. And this type of animals are placed in the first phylum of the kingdom Animalia. And this is the second level, tissue level of organization. Some more cells will be present here. Now the third level is organ level of organization. Some organs will be there to perform our functions. And the next is organ system level of organization. Here different systems will be there, like you can see excretory system, digestive system, respiratory system, so and so on. This type of systems will be present to perform various activities. Starting of this chapter, we have discussed about hierarchy of classification. Kingdom is the major group. There are total 5 kingdoms are there. And second category is phylum or division. Division is used for classifying plants. So here phylum is used for classifying animals. There are 10 phyla coming under kingdom Animalia. The first phylum, phylum Porifera. Second one, phylum Coelenterata. Then phylum Platyhelminthes. Then phylum Nematoda. Phylum Annelida. Phylum Arthropoda. Phylum Mollusca. Phylum Ectinodermata. Phylum Chordata. And the last one is phylum Vertebrata. We can conclude today's class. We have discussed about the different characteristics used to classify different organisms belongs to kingdom Animalia into 10 different phyla. The characteristics are the level of classification, whether the organism is made up of only few cells or it contains some tissue or the organism contain organs. The second one, body cavity, coelom, whether the body cavity or coelom is present or absent. And the third one, type of body symmetry. There are two types of symmetry, radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. And type of coelom development, the body cavity, the type of body cavity, acoelom, pseudocoelom and true coelom. Thank you, children.